guys, and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking. This is a review for the new Netflix Adam Sandler film, Hubie Halloween. Now, this is Adam Sandler going back to his root per se. Brilliant Uncut Gems last year, brilliant performance, and probably snubbed at the Oscars. And I did say if he wasn't acknowledged at the Oscars, then he would make the worst movie ever. Is this the worst movie ever? To me, no. To you, probably is. You know, this is probably going to be the one few good reviews online about Hubie Halloween. Look, I've been watching Adam Sandler growing up since I was a young guy. And I love him. I love his comedy style. I love his movies. I love when his friends show up. I just love them. I love watching them have a good time. You know, all the Happy Madison productions. This is another one of them. The ones with David Spade, the one with Rob Schneider, Kevin James. I watched them all. I enjoyed them all. I hardly ever say any of them are bad, except for Jack and Jill. But Hubie Halloween is Adam Sandler going back, for me, to his best. You know, he's a great dramatic actor. I love watching him in Punch Drunk Love, Uncut Gems, stuff like that. But his comedy, for me and my family, gets a big laugh out of us. You know, I sat down and watched this with my brother, watched it with my sister. Had a hell of a time. You know, there's so many good people that show up in this movie. We've got Ray Liotta, we've got Maya Rudolph, we've got Tim Meadows, Dan Patrick, Kevin James, Rob Schneider. It's stacked with absolute talent, and there's also some Disney Channel stars there also, specifically from the Disney Channel show Jessie. A lot of them show up, and even his two kids are acting in this film as well, so you're going to get to see them more in his films going on through the future. Of course, his wife was in it. You know, everyone pops up. Anyone that you can imagine of Adam Sandler's friends and he's worked with in the past shows up in this movie, and it's just a big ball of fun. Hubie Halloween is about Hubie Dubois, who is the town clown per se. People make fun of him, people bully him just because he's a little bit different, just because he's a little bit weird. And this is around the Halloween time, and this town has a great Halloween tradition, and Hubie Dubois is big into Halloween, and he sees himself as kind of a protector of this town, and reports everything to the police, and just gets involved in absolutely everything. But people bully him, people make fun of him, kids chasing down the street, but until this Halloween, something goes bump in the night, and this causes Hubie Dubois to start investigating the people that are gone mysteriously missing. All in all, this is a fun comedy, you know. Steve Buscemi appears in it as well. Very, very funny. Rob Schneider appears as well. Very, very funny. And the opening scene to this, I got an absolute kick out of it. Spoiler alert, Ben Stiller appears, replaying the role from Happy Gilmore, you know, when he was kind of over the old folks' home, and he was a nurse, and he's being mean to all the old people when their children or relatives go away or leave the room. He brought that scene back, that character back for a few seconds, and you know what, it was very, very funny. All the comedy was very good. Adam Sandler puts on a stupid voice, and sometimes it's kind of hard to hear what he's saying, but there's some good one-liners, there's lots of good scares, and look, this film has a stupid plot. People start going missing. Is it a monster? Is it just a random person? Who knows? But Hubie Dubois is going to investigate. Steve Buscemi plays a werewolf, you know, and it's pretty funny how it's done. People think he's the person that did it. All in all, Adam Sandler, for me, still has that comedy element to him, and he makes these stupid comedies, but he's going to do them anyway. He doesn't care what critics think. He doesn't care what people who say he's terrible, he can't do comedy anymore. He doesn't care. He wants to make a good comedy so people can sit down and enjoy. And at the end of the day, what's wrong with that? You know, you wanna sit down. If you like Adam Sandler movies, if you enjoy his content, then you're gonna get a kick out of this. Absolutely, and it's a great film to sit down and watch with the family. Absolutely, you know. I sat down with my family and we had laughs, and it's good when you're watching a comedy like this with family, with people who have the same comedy as you, same humour as you, and you can sit back. Kevin James has some great one-liners in this film, especially, I'd say the strongest points for this movie are the first 15 minutes, probably the last 15-20 minutes. Really good comedy there. You have kind of Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Steve Buscemi, Rob Schneider, all playing off each other, and it works brilliant. You know, Shaquille O'Neal has a very funny part in this film, and when he's revealed to be a certain character, you're going to get a kick out of it. You're going to absolutely laugh your ass off. I did. I thought it was very, very good. But Hubie Halloween, the new Netflix film, if you're used to Adam Sandler's tone, if you're a big fan of all Adam Sandler films, if you just like those goofy kind of 90s, early 2000s comedies, then you'll get a kick out of this. We don't get too many of these comedies anymore. You know, the comedies used to be big in theaters. We don't really get that anymore, especially now with COVID. But comedies have found their way on the streaming services. You know, The Raw, Misty Wish, David Spade found its way on Netflix. You know, so that's going to be the way going forward for these kind of films. This is how Adam Sandler's legacy lives on. He can go off and do his dramatic movies, but he'll always come back to these kind of films because he enjoys doing them. He enjoys meeting up with his friends and just producing this kind of comedy. I heard people saying that the sets that Adam Sandler has are an unbelievable environment. People love being on an Adam Sandler set, and you can see that from their performance. They're just having a really good time. Julie Bowen also appears in this. You know her from Modern Family. She plays kind of a weird role, but it works. It pays off in the end. But around the middle of the movie, some of the jokes, they go flat. Some of them, the comedy off, certain cast members don't really hit it off that well. But I think this movie is on its highest point is when Adam Sandler is just giving screen time to do what he wants, and then when he's playing off the likes of Rob Schneider and Steve Buscemi and Kevin James, that's when he's in his element, because those guys understand his comedy, he understands their comedy, and they can really just play off each other and have a really good time. But all in all, Hubie Halloween, check it out. Definitely give it a watch. Watch it with your family. You'll definitely enjoy it a little bit more. You might get some more kicks out of it than you would than sitting down watching it by yourself. I'll watch it again on my own tonight because Adam Sandler, a new Adam Sandler film, the last one we got was Uncut Gems. So definitely look, a Halloween movie just to enjoy, have some fun. Don't take it too seriously. Sit down and just enjoy yourself. Look, there's not too many laughs we can have in the world. People go through a lot of stuff, work, college, education. Just life gets in the way sometimes. Sometimes you need to sit down and just watch a goofy, meaningless comedy, and this is what that can give you. But guys, let me know your thoughts if you watched Hubie Halloween, the new Netflix comedy with Adam Sandler. He'll continue to do these movies no matter what you or I say. Give a like, comment, subscribe, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear it.